Hello everyone, welcome to Soulful Repair. Thanks for joining us. Richard and I are pleased that you're here. We'll be doing a he said, she said style reading, and these are not sign dependent and they're also not time dependent. So it's a very intuitive reading and you're guided to it at the time when you're meant to view it. If you enjoy this reading, then please be sure to check out our Soulful Repair playlist here on the channel for more of these style readings. Now let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to Soulful Repair. Thanks for joining us. My name's Michelle.
My name's Richard.
Let's get started with the reading. Discipline, training, consistency and practice. Not something a lot of us like to see. There's an energy around this of creating plans. But in order to pull things off, once you have a plan, what do you have to do? Well, you have to be motivated. That's number one. And number two, you have to actually be dedicated to following the plan through. And that's it's going to take hard work. And that's what this message is here. Now, Richard has pulled a card from the Energy Oracle.
Yes, it's a cornucopia, but it's in the reverse. It's a card of frustration. It's a card of being frustrated that we're not getting what we wished for, or what we think we want. Okay, so let's see where this goes. Either side can resonate, as you know, so please keep that in mind. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Two of Wands. And here I've got the Nine of Wands.
So the energy around this is of planning. It is about making plans for the future.
And this is about struggle, and it may be also about frustration.
So let's see where we go. We'll start with, this is a horseshoe reading, so we'll start with the past energy, the present, the near future, advice or best path to follow, what's happening around you that's affecting you, hopes and fears, the outcome and the overall energy.
Okay, past, present, near future, advice or best path to follow, environment, hopes and fears, the outcome and the overall energy of this reading.
So right in the center, that's great, I love that. The Six of Swords. This is part of a journey. Immediately I'm getting a message that says this journey is long. It's arduous. You're still in the process and it's going to take, you're on your way, you're moving away from the past, you're moving away from difficult times, struggles, but out of that conflict you've learned a great deal. I think that for a lot of you here, there's an energy of still needing to put in some work before you can cross this water, so to speak. I see you as kind of in the middle of the river here. You're almost over, but you're not quite there yet.
Yeah, when you look at the Six of Swords here, you'll notice they don't have any baggage in the boat. I think that's important. But they're also hunched over, so there's a bit of sadness there as well. So we'll see where that goes with the reading too.
And they also have the swords in the boat.
Yeah.
Which, if you think of that, it's about what are we carrying with us? We're still carrying some mental energy with that, so it may be some negativity that's being held on to.
In the center of the reading here, we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, that's anguish, that's worry. It's partly frustration. But this sort of begs the question, doesn't it? This cornucopia in reverse. Do we truly want what we want, or should we want what we want?
Is it really needed?
Is it? And the other thing, is it worth the anxiety? Is it worth the worry? How much do we need this thing that we're frustrated that we're not getting?
Let's have a look in the past energy. Four of Swords. Again, look at this. It's great healing energy. So this is you after having gone through some kind of experience where you needed to experience it in order for there to be growth. And after that experience, I get you needing to have a bit of a, what is it, a cup of tea, a Bex and a good lie down. That's how I feel with that. So it's kind of like you taking the break here after going through some kind of event, maybe a relationship, where there was a lot of pain, a lot of struggle, but also a lot of growth.
All right, looking over here at the past, Wheel of Fortune. No, so we're talking about something that was meant to happen. It's a karmic event. Not everything that's meant to happen to us is good, though, is it, Michelle?
No, that's the thing. Even with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, we tend to get focused on, oh, that's great.
It's good fortune.
But it doesn't have to be. It just means that there is an energy of destiny around it, but it can potentially be something that brings either good or bad.
Well, we always talk about this as well as being, be careful what you wish for, right? Because the universe just may go ahead and give it to you.
That's true. In the present circumstances, we've got the Temperance in reverse. So that's what I mean when we're talking about these swords in the boat.
And not being complete with that journey across the water.
There's still some imbalance going on here. Now, it could be a number of things. It could be that there's still some kind of a situation where there's a coping mechanism that is out of balance. For some, it could be, for instance, maybe drinking a bit too much or partying too much or whatever it is. Some kind of energy here of there being too much of something still, and it's creating an imbalance. It could be too much conflict.
I get residue.
Residue, yeah, some kind of. For some reason, I'm picking up it being more thought-based. It may not actually be a real thing, but it's something that you're thinking about.
Yeah, I think I get residual. It's all residual. It's all part and parcel with what you've been through. Okay, let's take a look at the present moment. We have the Knight of Pentacles. That's great energy. That's the reason I like that is because it shows what this card is embodying. It's about discipline. Yeah. It's about having a goal and just plotting your way there through sheer will.
Yeah. Let's have a look and see what we've got here in the near future. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this is coming from that place of lack. So it's interesting, isn't it? It could even be a situation where this is kind of reversed energy. But this is certainly, it's either you or it could be the other person. You'll know how that resonates. But this is someone who is very attached to wanting material things or something that they feel other people have.
It may not be material. It may be a person.
It could be a person.
That they feel like they're entitled to have somebody, a certain person, and they don't have that person.
Yeah, it's very much a feeling here of someone who is very focused on gaining things. Now, things can be people, but it doesn't have to be that. It can also mean money. It can mean that job that we feel that we deserve. Whatever it is, there's a feeling around this of being unhappy and really coming from a place of envy, being maybe coveting what other people have. Certainly not nurturing yourself or having compassion for yourself, but rather beating yourself up or getting yourself into a place where you feel aggravated by the fact that you don't have what you feel that you should have.
It sounds to me like that could be the reason for the imbalance.
It could be.
Okay, so let's take a look at the future energy down here. Yeah, we have the Eight of Cups here. I like that though, because what that means is I see that as being movement away. Now, when you look at these cups though in the Eight of Cups in the upright, they're all still filled. So it's walking away, but not doing any real damage while walking away.
Yeah. Let's see what the advice is. We've got the King of Swords in reverse. I feel this is who I'm speaking to. I feel this is the person. I get this as someone who is coming from a place where they want something and they could potentially be a bit ruthless about getting it.
Yeah, get it at any cost.
Get it at any cost. And there's a real need to be careful about why we want something here. The advice is saying, what's the intention behind the action? This is someone who is taking action, could be male or female, by the way. I get possibly air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. but somebody who wants something. Now, it could be that this is somebody that wants something back that they felt they had at some point in time, and they want that back.
But there's an air of real entitlement behind that card. I'm entitled to this.
Yeah.
And I can do whatever I can do whatever. I'm justified in doing whatever I'm doing in order to get that thing or get that thing back.
Yeah, and these two people actually could be. I do feel this is two different energies. I feel like this Swords energy wants this Pentacles energy, male or female. So they feel like they want, or they should have had that, so they're going to try to get that back. They may have had it for a time, and perhaps they lost it to another person, or maybe there was a divorce, a breakup. But I do feel that this is two people, but the two people here are kind of on the same wavelength at the moment, because they're very much wanting what they want. I feel this King of Swords in reverse energy is someone who wants the person. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse energy is somebody who wants the thing. So they may want what this King of Swords can provide to them in terms of material security or stability, that kind of thing.
Okay. All right, so looking over here at advice or best path to follow. Yeah, I like the Eight of Swords in reverse there. Very similar energy to the Eight of Cups, actually, in the upright. It's about liberation. It's about not thinking in a way that traps yourself or keeping yourself trapped in a certain mindset. You know, freeing oneself from those tracks in our mind of a negative thinking and things are always going to be bad and negativity.
Let's see what we have in the environment. Yeah. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Well, that's the thing. I feel like this King of Swords energy is somebody coming in here offering perhaps a stability, perhaps money. They could be offering anything, really. They may be showing some kind of what looks on the surface to be generosity. Like they'll come in and say, well, hey, I'll give you another chance, or hey, do you want to come and live with me? All kinds of reasons here why this person could be offering what they feel the other person requires. But it's coming from a place of, I feel there's a lot of detachment around this person, a lot of coldness. This is not someone who is acting out of love, and it's not acting out of emotion. This is someone who is acting because they want something. They want something. Now, what do they want? What do they want? I feel that's what we're trying to get to here. What does this person want by coming in here and appearing to be generous with their support, with their money, with their finances?
Okay. Looking over here, we see Judgment in reverse. You know, this is, well, bad judgment. That's what it is. It's also not hearing the call. Knowing what to do and ignoring the call of what to do.
Okay, interesting. Hopes and fears, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's certainly about coming in from the cold. There may have been a rejection, is what I'm picking up here. There may have been somebody coming in, making an offer, but they were rejected. Yeah, and I feel the energy around this is wanting to come back around and revisit this in some way.
Okay. So looking over here, we have the High Priestess in Hopes and Fears. The High Priestess is about sensuality, attractiveness, but there's also a really strong air of unattainability with this High Priestess here.
Yeah, let's have a look at the outcome. Okay, the Devil. See, this is all about attachment, but it's about attachment to the wrong things. It's about what you can provide each other, I feel. But it's not love. I'm not getting any love cards here at all. I feel whatever this is, it provides you each with something, but it doesn't provide you with with love, with a love connection. It may be that someone here gets money out of the situation, they get stability. The other person may get validation, they may get the wife, they may get the person who looks after the home. Yeah, so I do feel that there has been a rejection in the past of this particular relationship, but this is somebody who could be coming back around again saying, hey, let's try it again. But it leads to the same sort of experience here where there is this attachment to things that are not good for us. So, this is about you moving on, moving away from this. Perhaps you've moved away from this person in the past, but yet here they are coming back again saying, let's try this again. But they're offering more of the same energy.
Do you see this person over here as being the person who's being made the offer?
I'm not sure. Let's have a look at that outcome card and let's have a look.
We see we've got temperance here in the upright this time, though.
Yeah, I do feel like they are the ones that are being made the offer.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. I see this Six of Swords here as actually being more of the energy of this person, along with the Nine of Swords, by the way.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And what's happening here? And I can't get this until the very end, unfortunately. Is that this person here has been working on themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been going on the journey. I think in the past there was a connection to this other person who is now coming back with an offer. But it was a karmic thing. Somebody who had something to teach this person. In the meantime, there's been this Knight of Pentacles energy.
Discipline, right.
Discipline, yeah. Training, consistency, practice. That's what we're seeing here. There's always been an attraction to this other person, though. But also an unattainability associated with them as well. I think they've left in the past. Unfortunately, I feel like they're either going to leave again or this person is going to wake up and realise they didn't want that thing in the first place and move away from it. Now, we don't know where that's going in part 2.
Yeah.
But, I'm seeing a lot of growth, actually.
On that side.
Over here on this side. But I also see on this side somebody who's intemperate. Somebody who wants...
Yeah.
And somebody who wants something from this person over here.
That's right. I feel that they want this person, or they want this person back.
Yeah.
The person I've got over on this side seems to be very intent on getting what they feel they need or what they feel they want.
But it's almost like these oracle cards need to be reversed.
It's like that, isn't it? And I am getting that kind of energy. It's this person doesn't seem to have gone through the hard work here or the enlightenment, and I feel that on Richard's side of the table, that energy is someone who's recognizing that this is someone who hasn't heard the call, who is not enlightened.
Yes, this judgment card I truly feel is the energy of this person on this side, and what's more, this person knows it.
Yeah.
The judgment card in reverse here is somebody who's not hearing the call, who's not learning the lessons that they need to learn. Yet over here, this person is growing.
Yeah.
And, the question is, will they be taken off their path by this person? Or will they be able to walk away from it knowing that it's not going to serve them the way that they want to be served?
Yeah, I feel like we're talking about a decision that's going to have to be made, and it's causing that person some stress, I feel. What do I do? Do I take this person back? Maybe at one time there was a feeling here that they did want them back, but over a period of time they've learned that it wasn't the best relationship for them anymore.
Now, I think what happened was that when this person left the first time, there was a great deal of anxiety, and I mean and frustration. Yeah. About why did this person leave? What was it about me that wasn't good enough for this person? And a lot of that kind of talk going on. With this Eight of Swords in the reverse, it's freeing oneself from that kind of negativity. Right. But we will see where things go in part 2 with this reading.
Hope that you join us there. We'll be clarifying everything on the table. We'll be doing about another 50 to an hour, minute reading. So please do join us if this is resonating. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. We'll also be looking at some Lenormands and some oracles as well in the extended. We'll be going into this in the in-depth. So for those who are resonating with this, please do join us for that. And don't forget to check out our Soulful Repair playlist. There you'll find readings that are done in this style. So if this one doesn't resonate, be sure to check that out. You may find your situation there. They're not sign or time dependent. So please do go through the list. We've got, approaching up to our 50th reading, getting there. So please do check that out. We wish you the best with this, guys. And we'll see you in part 2, or we'll speak to you again very soon.
Thank you. Goodbye and good luck.